here meditating and pondering on the ways of the world today. Thinking of my people Africa and the state of the continent today. How mothers fed their children today. As granny goes down on her knees every day and prays. How many souls are dying from causes that could be prevented? If we did have leaders who cared for us today. Oh, 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 oh. Zion and Yahweh. Zion away. Zion away. Africa rise, young. Every 4 years, the politicians say he's your servant today. After you vote for them, they metamorphose into your masters. I say, have your say, we'll have our way. Not no strange, it's cow demon crosses. Meanwhile, souls are dying from causes that could be prevented. If we did have leaders who cared for us today. Zion and Yahweh. Zion away. Zion away. Africa rise.
We can be great again. World turbulence among the politics. Never hypocrite, lava. Never ever quit, just a little bit longer. Victory is near, begging to disappear, go under. Leaders them no care, never tend to share. Babylon quit, the shedding of blood. Your heart a go suffer if you show no love. Stay away, consciousness. What we thought the nation if no righteousness. Just make sure the children live.
I pray for the future generation not to give up this fight. I pray for the children of tomorrow not to sell out their birthright. Cause when I look afar, I see the strangers eating out your food. Another form of slavery is coming here again. And that's why people are dying from causes that could be prevented. Oh yes, we do need some better leadership today. Oh, oh, oh. Zion and Yahweh. Zion away. Let's go. Zion away. Africa rise, young. But as the day breaks, I see my people rising up again, shaking up all the shackles. I see my people shaking up those chains. The lion with the mane, blood of the slain will never, never, never be in vain.
Never.
No, no, no. I don't want to see no more people dying from causes that can be prevented.
No more
rich and better leadership today.
I pray.
Oh, oh, oh. Zion and Yahweh. Zion away. Yes, indeed. 1212 Radio Culture. Welcome to the weekend live stream. My name is Kwesi Esan Bako. I'm reaching you from Studio One, Texas, USA. And I'm ably supported by my team in Studio 2, Kumasi, Ghana. Yes, indeed. We're live on Radio Culture. We're also airborne on iCulture TV. On radio, we're airborne on www.ghnewsnow.com, which is our mother platform. When you go there, just look for the radio button, click on it, and you're airborne on Radio Culture. We also airborne on modernghana.com. On modernghana.com, do the same. Search Radio Culture. Boom, bam, you're on Radio Culture. And yes, indeed, we're also on MyTuner Radio and about 12 other platforms, all on radio. On, on TV, we also airborne on iCulture TV, which is also hosted on www.ghnewsnow.com. Go check it out. And of course, we are airborne on our social media platforms. Currently, we are airborne on Facebook and also on YouTube. On today's show, let's get straight to it. As advertised, and as you can see, we have 2 solid interviews for you, plus an extra interview for you, which I'll be revealing very soon. On the first interview, of course, we'll be speaking with Dra. Hold on a second. I need my glasses. A little joke. But yes, indeed, her name is Dra Boamah. I don't know how I missed Boamah. But yes, her name is Dra Boamah. Dra Boamah is from the Media Foundation for West Africa, and she's going to speak to us about the rising spate of attacks on media personnel by state actors. We also have Steve Yao Obour, who we have missed already once. He is here today, and he'll be speaking to us about the Nkwanta arrest. Last time, we spoke with our good brother, whose house was razed down by some angry youth in the Nkwanta area. The skirmish going on is something that we need to understand and something that we need to chime in to make sure that lasting peace comes to the Nkwanta area. Today, we're hosting Steve Yao Obour. Steve Obour is the spokesperson for the Adele tribe, and he will be speaking with us on today's show. Yes, indeed, all that plus your other segments will bring you a for Adamfo, Roots Organics. We'll also bring you arts and culture, as well as all the other segments. On arts and culture, we'll be bringing you KPs. KPs, a Nyonkro, Obia or To Nyonkro, or Moye, or a drama, traditional drama actually, but he has his traditional group, and we will be talking to him. In the meantime, we will also be bringing you the editorial, but because my guests are ready, at least one of them is, and I don't want to keep them waiting too long, let me go straight and go speak with my first guest right after this commercial break. Newsroom, commercial break, please.
since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Welcome to Tucson Hotel, your ultimate home away from home. Located in the serene town of Ejisu Ichakrum, just off the Jabin Road, we offer you a haven of comfort and luxury. Step into our fully air-conditioned 40 bedrooms, where modern elegance meets convenience. Whether you choose our normal, standard, deluxe standard, or executive rooms, each one is equipped with Wi-Fi and DSTV, ensuring that you stay connected and entertained throughout your stay. Indulge your taste buds at our exquisite bar and restaurant, where our skilled chefs prepare a wide range of culinary delight to satisfy every palate. From local delicacies to international favorites, we have something for everyone. Planning a business meeting or a special event? Look no further than our state-of-the-art conference hall, with a capacity to accommodate 80 to 100 people. It is the perfect venue for your corporate gatherings or social celebrations. But that's not all. We proudly boast the largest recreational center in the Ejisu municipality, with a capacity to accommodate up to 2,000 people. It is the ideal location for concerts, weddings, and other grand events. It comes with 4 fully air-conditioned bedrooms and a kitchen as one package. Our luxury cars are also available for rent. Drive like a boss. To experience true hospitality and unmatched comfort, contact us today. Our friendly staff is ready to assist you. You can reach us at 0244 654 458, 0246 505 327, or 0241 418645. You can also email us at info@tucsonhotel@gmail.com. Tucson Hotel, your home away from home.
All right, and just like that, we are back for our first interview. We're going to go speak with Steve Yao Obour, who is the spokesperson for the Adele tribe. We are going to learn a lot. Please come with an open mind and come with the intention to make peace, not conflict. Let's bring on Steve Yao Obour, spokesperson for the Adele tribe. Steve, welcome
Hello.
to Arts Kulcha TV Radio Culture. How are you, my brother?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I am great. Thank you for asking.
Good afternoon from Ghana.
Good morning from Texas. Thank you very much. And full disclosure, our viewers and listeners, Steve is a classmate of mine from the University of Ghana. We sat in the same class for several years. All right. So, Steve, first of all, I introduced you as a spokesperson for the Adele tribe. Is that how it's pronounced, first of all, Adele? And please tell us a little bit about Adele. Okay.
Thank you.
When we say the Adele, who are the Adele? Who are the Adele people of Ghana?
Okay. Adele people are one of the Kwa ethnic groups, Kwa language speaking ethnic groups, but not Guan. Guan also belongs to Kwa. And we live along the Ghana-Togo border. Our challenge had been that prior to colonialism, Adele had existed with Akebu, Akposo, Anyanga, Kotokoli, and then in the present day Ghana, we have Achede, we have Krachi, we have Nchumru, and then Chala. Then we now have the Concomba and other people. In fact, when Germany was defeated in the Second World War and they had to take over, Britain and France had to take over their colonies, you would attest to the fact that they divided the colony into two. So the portion that became Transvolta, which has joined Ghana today, is where we have. So we have about 21 Adele communities into Togo, current day Togo. And then we have 23 in present day Ghana. We have coexisted with especially Atwede and Ntrubo and Chala in the Nkwanta South district or municipality for now. We speak Adele or Gedre. In fact, it is coined, the name Adele is coined from the Adele word Edre, which means the bigger one, and it refers to the lion. So when the Germans came in and they were talking about Edre, they had Adele and corrupted it to become Adele. So that is about the Adele.
I see.
Some of our communities in Ghana include Dediase, Cheso, Ahunjo, the Frumpa, Korontain, Odumase, Kechebi, Tutupenyofusu, Parepare, Alopacha, Ketari, Bizongo, Danyakura, Pankwekura, Mache, and a few others that I could not mention offhand. In Ghana, and like I said, we have 23 of these communities as we speak now.
I see. So when you say 23 communities, and now we're talking about Nkwanta, so is that the community in Nkwanta one of the community of the 23, or the community in Nkwanta comprises all 23?
Nkwanta Township is one of the Adele communities specifically.
I see. Okay. All right. Now let's get into the unrest itself. What caused it? We're going into the historical antecedents, and we're doing this, Steve, without trying to ruffle any feathers, right? This is why I'm speaking with you separately from when we spoke with my brother from the actually group, right? Because we want to understand what's going on before we actually try to mediate, if we can, right? So please take us back a little bit. Historical antecedents. What caused
this unrest? My brother, this unrest dates back to 1930s, the late 1930s. From what our Atwede folk keep telling the whole world is that they settled the Chala. Now, in their attempt to settle the Chala, they settled the Chala from their records on the Adele Atwede boundary. That is to say that hitherto Adele and Atwede settled and shared common boundary. Then Atwede said they settled Chala on the Adele Atwede boundary. In their attempt to expand, the attempt for the Chala to expand, they started encroaching on lands that basically belong to Adele. Now, definitely this will raise eyebrows. And so there have been these on and off scuffles between Adele and Chala over the period. So they have been to courts, starting from traditional courts, some in Bontibo, some in Brewenias in the Ntrubo area, and then also went to the native court in Krachi around 1942. Went to court again in 1952. And in all these instances, the Atwede came to witness and testify in favor of Chala, for Chala to gain and take over these Adele lands, including portions of the areas that today has become the Nkwanta township. Within these issues, I can say on every authority that as we speak today, there are so many legs of this Nkwanta township litigation in various levels of courts. Adele Chala, Adele Atwede, Atwede Chala, and whatnot. But this issue has been in court over the period. Then suddenly, out of the blue, the Atwede that had testified and witnessed for and in favor of Chala to take over these Adele lands come up to now say that the entire land, both Chala and Atwede, Adele lands, belong to them. For whatever reason, only they can tell. And then we ask, does it mean including the areas that have remained in Togo, Atwede settle them? That is a question they are refusing to respond to. And so, with this on and off conflicts, that never raised clubs, no cutlasses, no guns, until 2013. Now, I want to make a categorical statement here. Our Atwede folk have always thrown dust into the eyes of society that they are only celebrating a festival, the Yam festival. Nobody has any qualms about they celebrating their festival. After all, we all have festivals that we celebrate. This Yam festival, most Guan communities celebrate the Yam festival. Adele celebrate Yam. We call it Gidi, Ugedi. They call it Joji. The Atwede call it Joji. Adele call it Gidi. Gujo is the name for the Yam for the Atwede, and Adele call it Gidi. So they have celebrated in their communities like Adeles have also celebrated in our communities. Then in 1993, take notice of the date. 1993, Atwede came out to want to celebrate a grand festival in Nkwanta Township. And they went to GSS-A, a school formerly called LA Middle A. With the advent of the change from local authority, middle and primary to junior secondary school, the school became Junior Secondary School A. They went there to celebrate. And that school is located or situated on Adele land. Specific. They went there and they were called to order by Adele.
It's a school, right? Hold on a second, Steve, please. It's a school owned by the government, but it's on Adele land. Is that what you're saying?
It's situated on Adele land, yes.
But it's for the government.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a local authority school. So owned by the government.
So then on what basis were you calling them to order then? If you don't mind me chiming, butting a little bit. If they are using it's a republic, Steve, and if they are having an I don't know, that's what I need to understand, right? But if they're having an event in a facility that belongs to the government, does it matter on whose land it is?
My brother, we coexist peacefully. We respect each other. So, by kind courtesy, you acknowledge your brother You respect your brother by prompting him. Oh, I want to do this.
So you're expecting
on your land. Yes,
to be approached by them first, just as a courtesy to say, "Hey, we're having this event, and we." Okay,
that's all.
Right. Okay, thank you. Continue, please.
This they did not do. So the Adele that time, Atwede chief was Nana Obekwaje II, and then Nana Awuku Nsana was for Adele. So he quickly called them, and they had to come and apologize. They were led by SK Nokpo, SN Blagoji, Nana Chiesu Lupura, Peter Okora, the then MP. They came to apologize. They were punished. They paid some ram and palm wine. So the issue died down. They never came there again until 2019. 2019, they came again.
To the same facility. Hello, Steve. Steve. Okay, looks like Steve's camera is frozen. We will bring him back as soon as we have him back. Still waiting to get Steve Obour back to finish the story for us and to get into more nitty-gritty on the matter. Right now, looks like his camera is frozen. I'm sure he will come back. I see some newsroom. I see some guests. Are they guests? Are they here for an interview? I'm not sure. In the green room, please let me know who these guys are, and let's take it from there. In the meantime, let's go for another short commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue with Steve Obour, spokesperson for the Adele tribe. Newsroom, commercial break, please.
Making healthy food choices are a daily challenge for most people. You see, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Introducing the Green Health Pharmacy and Functional Medicine Clinic that gets to the root cause of your disease. We present to you the True Green Foods brand that allows you to enjoy healthy food options without sacrificing the foods you love. True Green Foods have low-carb swallow options for fufu, banku, tuozafi, eba, kenke, amala, and semovita. Good tasting and supremely delicious without compromising blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, weight management goals, and all diseases that one may be battling with. They also have a low-carb replacement for oatmeal, grits, and cream of wheat, which are highly dense in carbohydrates. Check out Alta Oats, Beta Oats, Clean Oats, as well as Kajma porridge and cream of lacca when you visit our shop. The breakfast options are not just delicious, but meet the standards of an anti-inflammatory diet. All True Green Foods are all diabetic friendly. Find Green Health Pharmacy in Woodbridge, Virginia, or call us on 703-670-3640. WhatsApp 571-300-5039. Find us on IG at Green Health Farm. There's no better way for a healthy lifestyle. Remember, your health is your wealth.
All right, we're still waiting back. Hold on. We're still waiting to get Steve back on the line, but when we do, we'll bring him on again. Newsroom. All right, let's do something. How about I find out who this guy is? He's live on. Yes, sir. Prince.
Sir,
Prince, how are you, Prince?
I'm fine, sir.
All right. So what's going on? What do you have to tell us?
I don't have much to say, but what I want to say is that we want peace in Nkwanta.
Okay.
All we ask is for peace to come. But it looks like the Atwedes are not ready for peace. they are
That's
not
how
ready
you
for
feel.
peace.
That's what you think.
Yes, because
Why?
anytime the security call them, all the tribes involved in the conflict, when they call them for meeting, the next thing we hear is that they have shot another person,
Interesting.
which is
Before you continue, let's
that
also bring on Peter Kabije. Let's bring on Peter. Okay. And then JB, when you're ready, activate your camera so we can bring you on as well. While we still wait for Steve, we're having a little discussion around the issue. And we have Prince and Peter so far. So, Prince, please go on.
So I was saying,
this is Peter.
Peter, hold on, please. Let Prince go on first.
Okay.
Hold on. Thank you. Prince, continue.
I was saying that anytime the security called all the tribes involved for meeting for peace talk, from there the next day you hear that they have shot Chala man or Chala, like in the bush. When they are going to farm, you hear that they have killed somebody in the bush, which is not actually man, it's Chala.
All right. So we have Steve back, right? We have Steve back, who is our main guest. I would beg you, Peter, you too. I would beg you to please stay on, don't go. Let's finish speaking with Steve real quick, and then we'll bring you all back and we'll have a little discussion. Remember, please, let's have an open mind about this, okay? Let's all come with the idea of making peace. But please don't go away. Let's finish our conversation with Steve real quick, and then we'll all come together and have a little conference on this, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right. So we now have Steve. Steve is back with us, and let's finish our conversation. Steve, please pick up where you left off. I think your mic is muted. Let me see if I can unmute you from here, or check and see if you can unmute yourself. But I think your mic is muted, so I cannot hear you at all.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now. Great. Please go on.
Steve is back.
Yes, Steve, go ahead.
I am showing you a picture. Yes?
Yes.
So I just said something. I told you in 1993, this is a picture of some Adele elders and Achede elders who have gone for the pacification when they were called to order. This is one of the pictures. There are about 5 of them. Good. So 2019, they came back to the place and performed the festival. They celebrated. Nobody bothered them. However,
hello, Steve. Oh boy, internet issues. Internet is not dealing too kindly with us. We'll bring Steve back. We'll bring Steve back when we have him. So now let's go back to Prince and Peter. Prince, you had something to say. Let's give Peter also a chance to say something real quick before we proceed. Peter, what were you going to say? What did you have to say?
Oh, greetings to your listeners and viewers.
Thank you very much.
Though I'm an Adele, I don't stay at Nkwanta. But all that we want is that peace must prevail at Nkwanta. My parents are at Nkwanta. If there is no peace, they cannot live in peace. My wife is a Chala. I am an Adele. We have intermarried for a very long time, lived together peacefully. So if there is a group of people now who don't want us to continue to have that peace that used to be, then it's rather unfortunate.
Okay.
It is not benefiting any of us.
Thank you.
Like I have said, we have intermarried.
Yes. And I'd like
I'm an Adele and my wife is a Chala. One of our sisters is married to an Achode. Some of our brothers are married to Achodes. That is the way we used to be. We used to live peacefully. Even Steve, who is talking there, has 2 children from Adele, Achode women. So what is happening? Why can't we have peace?
Okay. All right. Now let's bring Steve back. Okay. And please don't go away.
Okay.
I'm very happy that you guys are here so we can have a more substantive discussion of, about this all. But before we go, let me also give our brother let's give our brother a quick word before we go. Nana Obeko in Kefriko. Nana Mabodini. I hope you what the American say. Nana Obeko. Okay, so Nana, you're ready there. Then let's go. Nana, what's your menka? Hello, Nana, can you hear me? Nana Obeko.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please, quick word before we bring Steve back.
Okay, thank you for the program. This is Nana Obeko.
Okay.
The Chidom of Adele traditional area. I heard my brother who just spoke. We are all calling for peace. We have a Achode women at our area who are also married.
Yes.
To Adele men. We have Adele men, ladies married to Achode men. We have a Chalan woman married to Adele's. A lot of things.
Okay.
And we have been living together. We school together. We were living in the same rooms. We visited each other. Now, even how to call a friend is even a problem.
Yeah. All right.
We are all praying.
All right. And Steve keeps coming in and going out. I'm not sure what's going on there. So let's continue the discussion until we're able to get Steve back. Let me go back to Prince. Prince, you were saying something quite interesting, right? You said, sir, every time an announcement is made for peace, one tribe shoots somebody in the bush and all that. Okay, now those things are things that we don't have any proof of right now. So I'd rather we don't go too deep into that, right? But I like the fact that all of us basically are looking at a peaceful way forward. What's your take? What do you think? Do you think, say, what's the Tnasini Kasa, or do you think what should we do?
What I think is that for the Adeles, we are ready for peace.
You are Adele, right?
I'm an Adele. We are ready for peace. But the other tribes, which is the Achebe, they are not ready. They are not ready. They are not ready for peace to reign in Nkwanta. So come.
Okay. So
that's when we go for meeting. The next thing you hear that they have shot someone. But we don't hear anything from the Adeles. Adeles don't go shooting people in their bushes, in their farm. No, we don't do that.
Prince, that's what you would say. But recently, we heard of some attacks on the Achode tribe. They actually can't attack themselves, can they?
Yes.
Let me hear from Peter. Let me hear from Peter on this.
Yeah. Okay. That attack you are talking about was from the Concombas. Unfortunately, they shot a student who happens to be a Concomba. So they also took arms against them. And they started from one of their villages. It is rather fortunate that the military were fast to stop the Concombas. But even still, I have my problems because I know those people don't forgive easily. Just last week, an every man was shot at Odomi, one of the Chala villages. Just last week. So they are bringing in.
You're saying
they are bringing in other tribes.
Okay, but let me get this clear.
Yep.
You're saying that the attack that we witnessed recently, in which the house of a famous NBC communicator was burnt down. I have images of that, but I don't want to show it because I don't want to revive those images, right? I want us to look at the peaceful resolution to this. But you're saying that that attack was not carried out by the Adele?
No, I don't think so. It was
You're sure of that?
because they had shot that Concomba boy. The Concombas got infuriated, and they also started attacking them. So those attacks are from the Concombas.
I see. Nana Beko, let me ask you. I think that you, and let me unmute you because there was some started coming from you, right? But let me unmute you. Nana Beko.
Yeah.
You said you are Chidom or something like that. It means you are a chief, right?
Yeah, I'm a chief.
Great.
Divisional chief.
Fantastic. So you can answer this for us, Nana. So, first of all, my respects to you. And again, please answer this for me. We heard that there was some yam festival, right? And
yes, sir.
The Achode tried to pour libation at a certain place, which ignited that. Now we're hearing that a Concomba boy was shot, and that was the cause. What's the truth?
Yeah.
You tell us.
Yeah, thank you very much. The whole issue is like this. Normally, when a new yam comes, they will usher the new yam into the market with a ritual. And that was the ritual the Achodes went to the market to perform. But before that move, we were at Resek. And Resek directed that nobody should do anything about yam for the next 2 years. Whether celebration or ritual, nobody should do anything of that sort until after 2 years. If they are able to resolve the issue, they will allow people to go. Apart from that, if you do it, we have our individual villages. Go to your own village and do it. Don't do it in Nkwanta. That was the order. So truly, when they came doing it, they didn't come quietly. They came and they were bragging, shouting, we are coming to do it. Whoever is not in support can come and face us. They said a lot of things. If you have the videos and audios and you have somebody to do the interpretations for you, you'll be surprised the kind of things they said. And where they went for the ritual, the market side, is also a zone that there is a struggle between the Chalans and the Achodes. They even went to court, and I learned a court give a ruling in favor of the Achodes, which the Chalans have also appealed. Yes. So the market center, when they went there and they were shouting, that was where another group, I cannot specifically say whether it is Chalan, but the percentage of saying it's Chalan will be maybe 80% or 90%. They attacked them, or they didn't attack them, they approached them. And I learned when the military, even when the security men heard of the issue and they also came, the Achodes were even trying to, not knowing they were even armed before they got there.
So in short, who carried out those attacks, Nana?
Over there.
Yes.
That one, I cannot speak. I'm speaking for Adeles. And that day, Adeles were not even part of that even confrontation.
So you're saying that the Adeles did not respond to the Achodes going to pour libation, no?
No. We didn't even.
You did not respond to that.
We did. We are not even closer to there at all.
So then, where does that come in the story then? If that was the case, then it should be two separate things, right? They are pouring libation, they are doing their thing on one side. Now, all of a sudden, we are seeing them being attacked. But you're saying that you had nothing at all to do with it.
I mentioned we have 3 tribes involved. We have the Adeles, the Achodes, and the Chalans. So the area they pour the libation is the area for the Chalans. They control that area. So that is why I said if there is somebody who attacked them, then it should be Chalan rather. Because that area is not our. I don't know if you are aware of this or you heard this. There are some portions of Nkwanta, places of Nkwanta that Adeles can never step foot at those areas. ever since this conflict started.
How do you even tell if someone is Adele or what is this? Like you said yourself, you intermarry and all of that. So let me say I'm a Chode, my wife is Adele, and our child goes there, then what happens? What's I don't get
it. It's like this. It's like this. The fact of the matter is that the first instance that brought about this issue, if someone tells you that it's about celebration of Yamo in the festival, it's not true. They were coming to celebrate an outdoor chief from Nkwanta.
How do you know?
We are aware. We are aware. We are living in Nkwanta.
So it was a preemptive measure to stop them from doing that? And whoever attacked them was acting as a proxy for you?
No, this is not I'm not talking about the latest one. The latest attack, Adele we have no hands in that.
Okay, Nana.
I mean,
all right. I hear you. We'll come back to, I'm very interested in getting back to that. But again, I want us to have this discussion with the view of making peace, right? I'm not trying to offer a platform to apportion blame. You are here, you and your people are here, right? The other team is not here to respond. So if the point is important to the discussion, fair enough. And then if we have to get a reaction, we'll get a reaction. But otherwise, let's approach this thing with a viewpoint. Say we're trying to make peace rather than you know what I'm saying. All right, let me bring I think Steve is back. Steve, if you're back, please activate your camera so we can finish with you quickly. All right. So, gentlemen, please don't go. Stay back in the green room, and then let me finish with Steve quickly. And as soon as I'm done with Steve, I will come back and continue the discussion with you, Peter, Prince, and Nana. So please don't go away. But let's bring back Steve Obour, who is the spokesperson for the Adele tribe. Steve, can you hear me, Steve? Internet connection in that part where you are speaking to us from must be terrible. Again, looks like your camera is frozen, Steve. I don't know. Please relocate if you can hear me. Relocate, okay, so we can bring you back. But in the meantime, until we get to, let's go back to our panel and speak with them. Nana Obeko in Kefrikon. I hope some about Dini. And yes, sir. Nice one. Thank you very much. And then we also have Peter Kabije. Peter is also Kobije. Sorry, Kobije.
Yeah.
Wow, sure. Menya bako na meti bako a balance. And then at least I learned how to say it now. Peter Kobije. Thank you, Peter. And then we also have Prince joining the panel right now. And we have more people joining us. We have Francis Tano joining us as well. The party is getting bigger. Let's go on and continue the discussion. Mamembra also, Francis Akwaba, first of all. What do you have for us before we continue the discussion? Francis.
Good evening once again to you.
Good evening. Please speak up a little bit.
Okay, good evening once again. And
good evening. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to also bring my view towards this. All the time, whenever I join this conversation, means mine is to bring God. We can pray for peace. Pray for peace in Nkwanta conflict. Before I will come to this, I learned this thing started over years ago. If I may not lie, it will take me like 3 years that this thing started. In Nkwanta, we're living in a peaceful hut. Movement. And when we are talking about Nkwanta, the whole Ghana, that's the second development in the hut in Ghana. But if you entered in hut in the community today, you feel pity for yourself. Why this thing happened? All the time, we always says before something may come, all the time we'll just come together, understand to each other at our celebration or festival. This thing brought by hot our celebration to other opponents. Like I will start it from other government sector at the MPP, the previous
Okay, all right.
government.
Before we go there, and we don't have too much time, so we don't want to dig too deep. That's why we brought Steve to give us an overview, and then from there we could then have the discussion, right? And this, I don't think this is a discussion that we can finish today. I think we should set up time and get deeper into it, right? So we can understand a lot more what's going on. But Kobe Dan is here. Let's also give Kobe Dan a little minute before we proceed. Kobe, what's going on?
Yes.
What do you have for us, for the people of Nkwanta? Please. I think we should just turn this into a peace message forum, Preko. And even though we're still trying to understand, because there can be no peace without justice, right? So we want to understand what the issues really are, but we also want peace ultimately. What do you have to say to us, Kobe?
Okay, so that's what we are saying. You see, the issue in Nkwanta, if we all be truthful to ourselves, we have lived together in unity without looking at it, say we are from the same mothers or the same mother. Everybody lives and does anything on he or her own. Excuse me to say like this. Every dawn, I used to go on jogging around the whole community, and I feel nothing like somebody who will do something to me. But then right now, if I get there, I can move to some areas, and that should tell me that situations there is getting worse. So we need to find out, and finding out to know, we all can testify to it that we can see clearly where the issues are coming from. So that is where we need to get to. We have to let them know, or we have to come into a conclusion with them that whether this place is for you or this place is for someone. Look, we all know our boundaries. Nobody is at Nkwanta that doesn't know that this place is for this or this place is not for this. So since we know this, we all have to come together and do what? And relate with each other so that we continue to live as how we live. But if we don't do that and we let this thing continue, separations will come and people cannot enter their territories. Excuse me to say right now, if you are moving from Nkwanta and you are coming southwards to Accra, you are coming southwards to Howey Ho or wherever, you are going to pass through certain tribes that the others who are on the other side can pass through. And you too, when you are from the south and you are going to the north, you will pass through the other side that it will be scary for you to pass through. So indirectly, anybody who wants to move around, that person have to move around the area which he think he or she can move and come to wherever he is going outside the enemy's territory, which is not good.
We don't need any enemies in Ghana among ourselves. Let's bring on Mignon. Mignon is the first female voice on this matter. And of course, we are going to hear from her. Mignon, please talk to us. What's going on? What's your message for the people of Nkwanta? Mignon, unmute your mic and talk to us, please. Hello, Mignon. Okay, well, Mignon, we can't hear you. Your mic is muted, so please unmute the mic and talk to us. But before that, let's go back and speak with, I think, Prince. I wish we could just have Steve to wrap this up. And we're fast running out of time. So, guys, let's do this. Please, promise me that next week we are going to continue this discussion. Okay? Next week, I'm going to give us a whole hour so we can sit down and talk. Everybody will have their say. Do I have your promise? Do I have your word that next week we are going to pick up where because we have another guest waiting. We have 2 guests actually waiting, and we have actually eaten way too much into the time right now. Can I have you all back next week for this discussion?
And time. Date and time, please.
Date and time, same time next week. Same time, same platform next week.
That's no problem.
Thank you very much. I'll send a link to Steve, and Steve will make sure that everybody gets it. If you don't get it, please go on our Facebook page or our YouTube page, GH News Now, and you can use any of our social media platforms to contact us or to get the link. But I will send the link. I'll make sure you get it. And next week, please, let's continue this discussion. But before we go, I want everybody to take just 1 minute, and please make it 1 minute so that we can accommodate all of us. Let's all give 1 minute of peace, of a peace message to the people of Nkwanta. This discussion was supposed to understand what's going on, but already we've gone past that to us all saying we want peace. Let's make our voices heard. Let's start with you. Let's see. Please go on. Go ahead, please, my brother. Newsroom, what's going on? Okay. 1 second. There you go. Kobidan. Let's start with you, Kobidan. 1 minute.
Okay, so all what I have to say is that we are all one people but different countries. We don't need to share territories before we live. And so how we were living before, and knowing that when we die, we only have just a simple safe space to live in. We don't need to fight over a land person that will die and will go into a safe space. So that's my message to the whole Nkwanta people. We love each other. We are keeping better with each other. So let's continue to live like that.
Thank you, Kobe. I'll see you next week, please. And I have your word. So please show up next week so we can continue this discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you. Next, let's speak with Peter, my namesake, Kobe J.
Okay.
Peter,
thank you.
1 minute, please.
All that I want to say is that, like we were living previously, anytime I go to town, I could move from any part, from head to toe, north, east, west of the town, go drink my pito, interact with friends and relatives. But now, these days, if I go, there are certain parts of the town I may not be able to go. Please, we need peace. Let Nkwanta revert to what it used to be so that we can live peacefully as one people. Because we have intermarried, we have children. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Now let's listen to Prince. Prince, unmute your mic and talk to us. 1 minute, please.
Okay.
What I want to say is that we all need at Nkwanta. We all need peace, especially we the adolescents. We are for peace. We are for peace. If you see all the strangers, they are anytime the issue escalates, they always come to our area, which is internal zone. That's where most of the adolescents. So we are for peace. And currently, as we speak, sometimes you see actually guys coming to our area. We don't do them anything. We don't harm them, but we cannot go to their area. We cannot go to their area as we speak. But
I see.
Most of the actually people, they come to our area, come and do whatever that.
All right, Prince. Looks like Prince's mic is camera is frozen, but we all heard what he said. Let's now go and speak with. Hold on a second. What just happened? Newsroom. Okay, let's have Nana. Nana Obeko.
Obeko. Yeah.
Nana Obeko.
Thank you thank you very much, sir.
1 minute, please.
Yes, sir. Once again, I'm calling for peace. All we need in Nkwanta is peace. We only have one Nkwanta. We don't have another Nkwanta. So if we sit down unconcerned and destroy Nkwanta, we will live to regret. If not today, our children will suffer one day. So I'm appealing to other tribes, the leaders should come down and do just like the Adeles are doing. We talk to our guys. They are calm, quiet, walking freely without any arm or any ammunition on them. If other leaders will join us, calm down and do same thing, I think Nkwanta will be a nice town to look after some day. I'll end it here, sir.
Nana, we'll see you next week, God willing, please. And I have your word.
I promise.
Thank you very much. We're going to take up the discussion from here. But let's go back to Steve to wrap up the discussion. Steve. Oh, this is Peter. I thought I had Steve back on. But Peter, have you had your last word yet? I think you have, right?
I've had my last word.
You've had your last word. All right. So we'll see you next week then. Thank you all very, very, very much for making the show today. God willing, next week we will be back to pick up the discussion from where we're leaving it off right now. Remember, we're not here to point fingers. We're not here to apportion blame. I personally am not even here to fully get to why the conflict is. I'm more focused on peace in Nkwanta. All right. These are some of the small skirmishes that we don't hear about. How many people in Ghana even know about the Nkwanta skirmishes to start with? Until recently, our brother's house was burnt down, and that brought it to the limelight. And even still, it's not getting a rate or prime time reporting, right? But we're here to do just that. That's what we do. We lap those news bits that the mainstream media leave unreported. Thank you very much for doing the listening and the watching. Next week, God willing, as promised, we'll bring you the panel to discuss the issue further. Hopefully, by then, Steve Obour would also have his internet situation rectified. All right, we'll be back with our second interview with Dra Boamah from the Media Foundation of West Africa. We will be right back after this commercial break. Newsroom.
Right, move,
Ghana's best kept culinary secret.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Welcome to Tucson Hotel, your ultimate home away from home. Located in the serene town of Ejisu Ichakrum, just off the Jabin Road, we offer you a haven of comfort and luxury. Step into our fully air-conditioned 40 bedrooms, where modern elegance meets convenience. Whether you choose our normal, standard, deluxe standard, or executive rooms, each one is equipped with Wi-Fi and DSTV, ensuring that you stay connected and entertained throughout your stay. Indulge your taste buds at our exquisite bar and restaurant, where our skilled chefs prepare a wide range of culinary delight to satisfy every palate. From local delicacies to international favorites, we have something for everyone. Planning a business meeting or a special event? Look no further than our state-of-the-art conference hall. With a capacity to accommodate 80 to 100 people, it is the perfect venue for your corporate gatherings or social celebrations. But that's not all. We proudly boast the largest recreational center in the Ejisu municipality. With a capacity to accommodate up to 2,000 people, it is the ideal location for concerts, weddings, and other grand events. It comes with 4 fully air-conditioned bedrooms and a kitchen as one package. Our luxury cars are also available for rent. Drive like a boss. To experience true hospitality and unmatched comfort, contact us today. Our friendly staff is ready to assist you. You can reach us at 0244 654 458, 0246 505 327, or 0241 418645. You can also email us at info@tucsonhotel@gmail.com. Tucson Hotel, your home away from home.
All right, and we are back from that commercial break, and we thank all the youth of Adele who joined us for that panel talk. As advertised, we hope to pick it up from next week and get to the bottom of the issues. In the meantime, I did mention one extra plus issue, didn't I? All right, here it is. Before we introduce our next guest, let us watch this short video. Where's that? 1 second. Let's watch this video.
Particularly the suffering of innocent civilians, especially women and children, are heartbreaking. They are a painful reminder that behind every headline and every statistics, there are human lives. People who long for peace, dignity, and hope. In this regard, the government of Ghana is pleased to extend a humanitarian donation of about 40 metric tons of premium Ghana-made chocolate and cocoa-based products under the distinguished Golden Tree brand to the people of the state of Palestine. This donation is both symbolic and practical. It is symbolic because cocoa is one of Ghana's most treasured natural commodities. It represents a significant source of economic livelihood for millions of Ghanaian farmers and families, and embodies our national values of resilience, warmth, and generosity. It is practical because cocoa is a powerful superfood. It is rich in antioxidants and vitamins. It supports the immune system. It promotes cardiovascular health and enhances brain function and emotional well-being. It is also a natural energy booster and a vital source of essential minerals, particularly from iron and magnesium, which are crucial for women and children's health. Cocoa has also been found beneficial in the management of hypertension. We sincerely hope that these cocoa products will provide comfort, nourishment, and a tangible expression of our solidarity to the families facing unimaginable hardship.
Okay, so the government of Ghana, represented by the president, made a donation of golden tree chocolate and other cocoa products to the people of Gaza. What's the significance? What exactly does this mean? Is it even anything but an eyelid over? Let's bring on Dr. Dra Boamah to examine the significance of this gesture. Doc, if you're ready, please activate your camera so we can start the discussion, please. Dr. Boamah, we're waiting for Doc to activate his camera so we can start. In the meantime, let's go for a refreshing spot of Agbaja dance. Charlie, what a beautiful dance. Anyhow, let's bring on Dr. Dra Boamah. Dr. Dra Boamah is an educationist, an author, and I can't even begin to say, a personal mentor as well. Thank you, Doc, for joining us for this one. Thank you very much. And I'm sure you saw the video that we just played.
Yeah, but before we even go into the video, I also want to talk a little bit about the dance that we just saw. I thought,
let's go ahead. That
was a really beautiful dance, and if I'm not mistaken, that was on the premises of the Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum, which has been, I would say renovated, and I think it's a beautiful thing to be showcasing all the diverse aspects of Ghanaian culture to the world at such a location. So I'm glad that you began the program with that. So thank you
very much. Thank you so much. I take that as a compliment, and if I could hang it, I would hang it somewhere in the studio so everybody could see it. Thank you very much. And it's also being executed by the Minister of Culture, Tourism and Culture. Mama Gan Ablajifa Gomashi, also a personal friend of mine.
Absolutely,
so she does it beautifully. Right. Remember, she's a professional performing artist. So it's not shocking that she can execute it so beautifully. But it is very well executed.
Yes.
Thank you, Doc. Okay. So now to cocoa and chocolate. The president, as we all saw in that video, made that donation. What is the significance? Is it even important? Is it even worth talking about?
It is. I think that number one thing is that a narrative is being produced here, right, on the international level, where in the past, Africa, and in this particular instance, Ghana and other African countries have been seen as those who are always on the receiving end, right? But in this instance, Ghana gets an opportunity and takes it to not be on the receiving end, but on the giving end, giving to support people who are in need. So I think that is very significant in terms of the narrative. I think it's also significant in terms of the humanitarian aspect, right? We all have seen different, or I would say, opposing articulations being made regarding whether there is starvation in Gaza or not, right? And I think that by this donation, it is also an affirmation of the fact that the people of Ghana do see that there is hunger in Gaza and are concerned and are therefore making the donation in that regard. So in those instances, I consider it to be a very significant gesture.
Look, why chocolate? Why cocoa? Why not rice? Why not cassava? Why not corn? Why not beans?
Great question. I think that when you mention the name Ghana, and Ghana is known for on the international level some things. I mean, when we take sports aside, what comes to mind is chocolate or cocoa products, right? So if you are going to offer something in terms of a food product, why not that? It's also a big advertisement, for Ghana. Oh, we knew that Ghana used to make chocolate, but we didn't even know they're still making it. But by this donation, we know that this is going on. And I think that the president also expressed a viewpoint, which I think is very important here. He said that it is symbolic also because cocoa represents the values, the character of the Ghanaian. And use some words. I believe he said something related to resilience
and warmth,
and also generosity, right? And so by this very act, he's also reiterating to the world the character of the Ghanaian as a resilient people, as a warm people, and also as a generous people who will not sit aside and not be concerned when other people are facing distressful situations.
I see. I'm sorry. Did you make the point? Or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me stay there a little bit, and let me play the advocate a little bit.
Sure.
So I've heard some.
I like the way you said the advocate. You didn't use the other word.
Nah. We're not playing no devils, no advocate. We can't advocate for no devil. We can only advocate for people who don't know and want to know. That's all we do.
For real.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Prof. So, what would you say to people who say that to people who are under the kind of distress that the people of Gaza are in? Cocoa, chocolate, it's not the first thing on their minds. They probably need something else. Not cocoa is in our parts of the world, at least a luxury, right? So I think people are looking at that as a luxury. Please respond to that for me.
Yeah, I think the president also responded to that by saying that cocoa is not simply a luxury, but actually a superfood. Something that when you eat, you are nourished with antioxidants. It's good for hypertension, which people who are going through stress may likely experience. There's a high iron content. There's magnesium. There are a whole lot of minerals and vitamins in cocoa that when you take it or when you eat it, it's going to provide your body with. So we have to look beyond the perception of chocolate or cocoa products as luxury, and in this case, look at it as a very super nourishing food.
Exactly. And if you again look at it, it's actually a breakfast item also, right? Because if the children of Gaza could get a hot steaming cup of chocolate in the mornings,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyhow.
And then they can have chocolate snacks throughout the day.
That's right.
And that is providing their bodies with a very much needed nourishment.
That's right. Okay. Now the government threw in some PR or some advertising over there, the Golden Tree brand. Now, I walked into a store the other day in New York, and I saw that same thing here as well in Texas. But I walked into the store, I'm looking at the chocolate aisle, and then something catches my attention. There's a brand of chocolate called Ghana. Ghana. And it's made in, guess where? Japan. Okay, so now, do you see the president making an attempt to market something that's indigenous to us, and that we should actually be promoting rather than leave Japanese and other people to name their chocolate brands after our country?
Absolutely. And my understanding also is that in Japan, when you mention the name Ghana, what everybody knows is chocolate. So which means that they are then taking that advantage of that name and using it to market their own brand of chocolate. So if they're doing that, Why not us? Why can't we do the same? And I think that you're right. The president is cognizant of that, and is also making a bold move to market our indigenous brand of chocolate.
All right, thank you very much. Now there are people who have also said, and still playing the advocate, by the way. There are people who are also saying that Ghana is not in a good place too much like that. And here we are donating to another country. And same type of thing. What's your reaction to that, though?
Empire, so the thing is that that in itself is an undermining of our very Ghanaian values that the president spoke about. Because are you going to wait to have everything you need before you help a person in need? Then you will never help anybody. The generous characteristic feature of the Ghanaian is at play here. And are we going to wait to get everything we need before we say, okay, we are now in a position to make a donation to another group of people? No, that may never happen. Even the richest countries of the world don't have it like that. So no, I don't agree with that position. We cannot wait to say that we are in a very comfortable place before we make a donation. And in another from another point of view, we do have cocoa, right? Cocoa is something that, even though in past years our production, went down a bit, I believe it's picking up now, and that is something that we do have in Ghana, and something that we can make a donation in that regard. And also, as you pointed out, it's also something that is reviving, is done. This is going to put on the world stage a revival of interest in Ghanaian cocoa. And recently, there has also been, if my understanding serves me right, an increment in the prices paid for cocoa to our farmers.
Yes.
That in itself should give
70%.
Right, a boost, right, to produce more. So all these things, I think that are all connected, and it's all for the good of the people of Ghana. So I would say to anybody who is waiting for Ghana to be super rich before they make a donation, I'll ask them if they'll help their mother, or they'll help a friend if the friend is in need right now, and they may not be in the most comfortable position to do so. Are they still going to step out of their comfort zone and try to help that friend, even though they may not be totally self-sufficient?
I see. Let's watch this other video. When we come back, I want you to please react to it.
Sure.
Let's go.
Gaza. I spent all my life in Gaza. I know my people. I know Gaza very well. And I know my people in the West Bank. Your Excellency President, ladies and gentlemen, my people, our children, our women in Gaza and the West Bank, they cannot forget the support. And all of us cannot imagine if our children, after close to 2 years now, did not have food, did not have water, don't have light, don't have medicine. If this chocolate arrive to Gaza, it will arrive. And our children only see the chocolate. You cannot imagine how much they will be happy. And you cannot imagine how much they will be more than happy when they eat it. Ghana all the time stands by the side of justice and human rights and the international law. I spent in Ghana 11 years now. I know the country very well. And all my friends, the Ghanaian people, know that my government, before 5 years, they asked me, if you like, he will remove you to another country. I told them, no, I want to continue here in Ghana.
Okay. Before you come in, I just want to make a quick note about what he just said. That it just goes to cement the point you were making about the warmth of the Ghanaian people, right? And that's what the ambassador there is talking about. even before this gesture was made. He's already connected with the warmth of the Ghanaian people. He says for 11 years, they asked him if he wants to, for the past 5 years, they asked him if he wants to leave, and he says, no, I would rather stay in Ghana.
Right.
And I don't know if everybody catches it, but I catch the emotion with which he's speaking with.
True.
Notice that he grabbed the president's elbow and wouldn't let go. Like, it's very, very emotional.
Right.
But let me have you react to this video for me, please.
Yeah, I think you nailed it right on the head. I mean, he is articulating an emotion here, and this emotion is directly tied to the warmth of the Ghanaian people that he has experienced. And that, even though I'm not speaking for him, I'll attempt to do so by saying that he now considers Ghana as at least a second home.
That's right.
And from which he's not willing to depart to any other location, even though those locations may, be more enticing. Mm-hmm. He has chosen to stay in Ghana. Mm-hmm. But I also think that he made points that are connected not just to the warmth of the Ghanaian people, but to the generosity of the Ghanaian people. Mm-hmm. And the impact that this is going to have on the people of Gaza, which I think he expressed very well, that first of all, before eating the products, the people are going to be very happy just knowing that just to see it, that some nation has thought about them and has made this donation. That's the first level of impact. Mm-hmm. And then the second level is going to be when they eat it. The joy that will emanate from them from eating this chocolate is something that we all have to behold. So, and he also connected that to something important, and that is that Ghana has always stood for justice. Ghana has always stood for human rights, and Ghana has always stood for international law.
That's right.
And this is connected to the fact that from the 1960s, Ghana has been what we will call a non-aligned country. Mm-hmm. But that also, empowers Ghana to be able to take such decisions because we are not necessarily tied to anyone per se. So we can make a donation because we are non-aligned, right? We can use this donation to articulate concerns related to international law, related to human rights, and also related to justice.
Speaking of non-aligned or non-alignment, what does this gesture say in regards to that? Because when I saw this thing, the very first question that came to my mind that I wanted to ask you is, what impact is it going to have in how the West sees Ghana? Because Gaza is a topic that almost nobody wants to touch in the diplomatic sense. Now, here's a government of Ghana who, by the way, in recent times have had a bit of rough edge, nudging with the U.S. government, for instance. And now, here's Ghana saying, we care about Gaza. Gaza is a topic we want to discuss. And we're going beyond discussing it by making this donation. How do you think the West, the United States, and the West in general are going to see Ghana after this gesture?
Well, I think that is also exactly why this donation was made, to reiterate to the world that we, as a Ghanaian nation, is non-aligned. We, as Kwame Nkrumah said, we face neither east nor west. We face forward, right? So, by this demonstration, what is being also expressed here is that we are free to think the way we want to think, and we are free to donate food items to people in need if we so desire, and we don't have to kowtow to anybody's or any country's whims and caprices, so to speak.
I see. Doc, thank you so much. Before we go, final question. Some have also said, Ghana fauna omudia koko nankasakra no.
Radio culture.
I feel embarrassed asking this question, but please,
let
me play the advocate one last time before we go. I hear people saying that there are people in Ghana who grow cocoa all the time who have not even tasted cocoa before, who haven't seen cocoa before, who don't have cocoa to drink on a regular basis or eat chocolate on a regular basis. But here is Ghana going to give cocoa and chocolate to another country. It's showboating. Is it showboating? What's your response to this?
Well, first of all, I think it's an exaggeration to say that, people in Ghana don't have means of, drinking hot chocolate or eating chocolate. Chocolate is on the streets of Ghana, everywhere you go.
In different forms.
In different forms, right? I mean, I don't know if it's still done, but I remember when we were kids, they used to, put the cocoa powder in a little plastic and just tie it. You can buy it for like
that's right,
5 cents or whatever. Everybody, across the country,
50 pesos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can afford that if they so desire. I mean, cocoa drink is not considered to be a luxury. In fact, it is one of the breakfast foods that, if you're a little economically challenged, you can easily acquire and make some hot chocolate and, take your bread and dip it in there and take some
right.
Right? So I wouldn't consider it to be something out of the reach of cocoa farmers. I don't think so. And I think that sometimes when these things are said, they are only said as a way of opposing anything that a government may do that may be considered to be a positive gesture. This whole idea of dufiasm needs to be very much questioned, because the question is, where is your home? Is your home limited to Ghana, or is your home Africa, or is your home the world? We need to assess that whole thing. But in light of that, though, I would like to also encourage the government of Ghana to, if they are thinking of making another donation, to also consider Sudan, which is also facing a similar situation.
Wow, interesting. Dr. Dra Boamah, professor, author, and personal mentor. Thank you very much for making the time with us today. And God willing, you know what? Originally, when I thought of booking you for today, I was going to book you for a different topic. So I hope I can get you for that as well. Okay. That is the issue of xenophobia, which seems to be rearing its ugly head in Ghana.
Wow.
And we'll take the test case of the quote-unquote Igbo king.
Right.
I'm trying to get Rudolph Okonkwo, Nigerian satirist, on the case as well. And he's of Igbo extraction also. So I'm trying to get him, and then together we can have a more holistic discussion. So I'm hoping to see you, God willing, next week again for that subject.
All right. Anytime. So give thanks for having me as well. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Dr. Dra Boamah for you. Thank you so much. Newsroom, take us on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Thank you, Dr. Boamah.
Thank you.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on Walmart.com and Shopify, or visit our website at chrismark.com.
Making healthy food choices are a daily challenge for most people. You see, the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. Introducing the Green Health Pharmacy and Functional Medicine Clinic that gets to the root cause of your disease. We present to you the True Green Foods brand that allows you to enjoy healthy food options without sacrificing the foods you love. True Green Foods have low-carb swallow options for fufu, banku, tuozafi, eba, kenke, amala, and semovita. Good tasting and supremely delicious without compromising blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, weight management goals, and all diseases that one may be battling with. They also have a low-carb replacement for oatmeal, grits, and cream of wheat, which are highly dense in carbohydrates. Check out Alta Oats, Beta Oats, Clean Oats, as well as Kajma porridge and cream of laka when you visit our shop. The breakfast options are not just delicious, but meet the standards of an anti-inflammatory diet. All True Green Foods are all diabetic friendly. Find Green Health Pharmacy in Woodbridge, Virginia, or call us on 703-670-3640. WhatsApp 571-300-5039. Find us on IG at Green Health Farm. There's no better way for a healthy lifestyle. Remember, your health is your wealth.
Secret.
The Pan-African Heritage World Museum coming up in Ghana will launch its virtual digital version on its website in January 2022. It's the first museum of its kind to house the history, arts and culture of the Pan-African world. Be one of the first to register to be a member and enjoy all the discounts and privileges that go with it. Visit www.pahw.org and register.
Welcome to Tucson Hotel, your ultimate home away from home. Located in the serene town of Ejisu Ichakrum, just off the Jabin Road, we offer you a haven of comfort.
All right, and we are back. We've been trying to reach our guest for that interview with the journalist issue for a while now, but her phone is buzzing. I would assume that a lot of other stations are trying to reach her as well. If not today, this is an issue that's ongoing. We'll definitely bring it back. But let's go right now and get some agriculture in. Let's go for the next 15 minutes. And we're running out of time, so we'll try to keep it at 15 minutes. For the next 15 minutes, let's bring on Echo back on the Roots Man for Ekwafo Yonko, aka Roots Organics. Echo, what's going on?
Yeah, thank you, Kwesi. It's so good to be back. It's been a while since I've been around because of I had to take care of other issues behind the scenes. And it's so funny. Looks like today we are having a guest issue. Just about 5 minutes ago, I had a message from my guest who was supposed to come, Martin from Mofa, to talk to continue with the fisheries program. I just got a message from him that he's been assigned some job to do by the regional director. It came impromptu. So in his place, I have decided to rehash on the production and usage of organic liquid fertilizer.
All right, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So viewers, we are back on the program, and by popular request, I've been receiving messages from behind the scenes urging me to come back to do the organic liquid fertilizer. So yes, today I'm back. For our organic liquid fertilizer, we will need, first you need a container, preferably a plastic one, because the process is such that as it goes on, if you don't take care, it might corrode if you use a metal container. Yes. So we need a plastic container like a drum. And then we will need leaves of different plants, but preferably broad-leaved, soft broad leaves. A typical example in our Ghanaian setting is the achampon. The achampon leaves, they are really good because it's easy to, like the water that you put in the fertilizer is going to draw a whole lot of things from these leaves. And if it's soft and broad, it's easy to do that. But for the sake of variety, we need to add other leaves. Different ones, like different kinds of leaves, bring on board different properties to our liquid fertilizer. So you need to add other leaves. But I personally will make sure that the quantity of achampon in there is more than the other leaves, because it's a very good source for me. Once you have your leaves, the other thing you need is poultry manure. The poultry manure, preferably the one that our mothers have in the house. Like if there's a hen coop in the house, in the morning they sweep, they put ash on the pool and then they sweep it. If you are able to get that one, that is perfect. And you will need at least 2 shovelfuls of that. Once you get that one, the other thing that you need is wood ash, what we call ensun in our local parlance. So you need wood ash, about 4 handfuls, and then water. Once all these things are ready, the process is you take the leaves, you make sure you take your time and take the leaves off the stalk. We don't need a stalk. So you just take the leaves off the stalk, pile it in your drum. You pile it and then you put pressure on it. You press it so that it goes down. You add more, you press it until it gets about 1/3 of the container. And then you press it, you don't feel much pressure anymore. Once you get to that stage, you add your how do you call it, the manure, the 2 shovelfuls of manure, and then the wood ash. Then ultimately you top it with water. You fill it up to the brim. You have to use a container which has a lid, because you need to close it. Once you add all these things together with the water, you need to stir it. You stir it. Because of the poultry manure, it smells like really bad. So most of the time, you are advised to do it in your farm. You don't do it at home, because once you do it at home, your neighbors will complain. So you do it at the farm. You stir it and then you cover it. And then every other day, you go in and stir it. The whole process takes 8 weeks. But if you are in dire need of fertilizer, you can start using it from the 4th week. By the 4th week, it should be ready. By the 6th week, what we do is we strain the liquid from the barrel, just to get the liquid alone. You take out the debris, like the leaves and stuff that you put in. Whatever is left, you just bring it out and then you sieve it to get the liquid, and there is your fertilizer. But we always say the process takes 8 weeks, because after you sieve it, you put it in an open container like tray, preferably a plastic bowl, a big one, for another 2 weeks. This we do to take away the rest of whatever smell is left in the how do you call it, the mixture. So after the 8th week, the smell is no more offensive. When you dip your hand in it and you wash your hand and you smell it back, it tastes like our local bofro. If you eat bofro, quite the kind of smell you have on your fingers, you get the same smell from that one. So yes, there goes our preparation. Now we come to the usage. The usage, we normally have 2 different types of usage. One for things like vegetables and stuff, and the other one for tree crops, plantains, those ones. The fertilizer that you've just made is a very potent one. If you apply it directly onto your crops, be sure it's going to kill your crops. It's just going to kill everything for you. So before you apply, and like I said, if you are going for vegetables, the recommended dosage is, the ratio is 1:4. When you take a gallon of the fertilizer, the liquid fertilizer, you add 4 gallons of water to dilute it before you apply. And you apply it at the soil level, like as if you are watering your plants. You planted something, you are watering your plants, but it's basically fertilizer that you are applying. And then if you're applying it on tree crops and something like planting, the ratio is 1:2. When you take a gallon of the fertilizer, you add 2 gallons of 2 gallons of water, and you apply it same way, like I said. But studies have shown that it can be used as a foliar fertilizer as well. When we say foliar fertilizer, all that would mean is you apply the fertilizer on the leaves and not at the soil level. It has been applied on rice as a foliar fertilizer, and it was excellent. So basically, this is how we prepare our liquid fertilizer. And then a short while ago, I talked about how you can use it to improve. If there's time, I think I'll quickly rush through in the local dialect as well. Kwesi? Hello, Kwesi? Hello, Kwesi?
Can you hear me? Echo, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, yes. I think that you still have a little time. You have about 5 or so minutes, so you can go ahead with the local dialect.
I'm saying, and then your program now, no. There you can want some any fertilizer.
I know you're kind of patrasa.
Patrasa.
But before you go on, Pauline, let me ask you something quickly. Did you say that when you put your hand in the thing after it's lost the scent and whatever, it tastes like bofro?
Bofro crying.
Who tasted that thing to tell us it tastes like
it doesn't taste. No, not tasting. It smells like.
It smells like bofro. Okay, I thought you said it tastes like bofro. I was like, who tasted it?
I don't know. You might have said that in the narrative, but no. If that is so, then I'm correcting it. It's not taste. It smells.
Okay, because that's what you said. So please don't go tasting that thing. Oh, in case you have a taste for bofro, then you think that's a substitute. Don't go doing that at all. Please go ahead.
It is interested in liquid fertilizer. Fertilizer, yeah, sure.
yɛkua ɛwɔ yɛfuom saa fertilizer yi ɛnyɛ chemical nti wode yɛkua no a ɛyɛ ade a ɛboa wo ɛwɔ kwan bebree so ɛdi kan no wahyɛ ase no a woyɛkua no wɔ so no ɛnsɛe ɛsiane sɛ ɛnyɛ chemical ɛyɛ ade a yɛde natural nneɛma ɛna yɛde ayɛ nti ɛnsɛe wahyɛ ase no ɛdi kan so no ɛtɔ so mmienu so no yɛfrɛ no sɛ aduaba no a wode ayɛ no a wobɛdi no wonim sɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ wode a wonya sunsuanso bɔne biara ɛsiane sɛ yɛmfa yɛfrɛ no chemical biara ɛna ɛyɛɛyɛ nti saa fertilizer yi ansa na yɛbɛn no yɛhia nneɛma bɛyɛ 9 ɛdi kan no wobɛhia wo container wɔ sɛ wode yɛ yɛpɛ deɛ ɛyɛ rɔba ɛsiane sɛ wode yɛfrɛ no sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ dadeɛ deɛ ɛyɛ a fertilizer na ɛbɛdi na wɔtwe nwɔtwe 8 weeks nti no wode dadeɛ deɛ ɛyɛ a ɛbɛsɛ afe awe n'akyi nti yɛpɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ rɔba plastic nti wonya wo container no a ade baako sɛ wohia ɛyɛ haban different ones na yɛhu sɛ biribi te sɛ akyɛmpɔn wode yɛ a ɛboa paa ɛsiane sɛ ɛmmerɛ ɛna ɛtrɛ so nanso ɛnyɛ akyɛmpɔn no nko na yɛde bɛyɛ yɛbɛtete haban different ones bebree ɛsiane sɛ haban biara
nsanso wobɛtumi de nsanso ayɛ
nsanso ayɛ masa wobɛtumi de nsanso ayɛ nti no wofa saa haban yi a wosa haban no normal wote a ayɛ sɛ ne dua bi wɔ hɔ ansa na haban no tua so no yɛmpɛ ne dua nti yɛbɛtete haban no nko ara na yɛde egu yɛfɛ sɛ yɛ container no mu wode gu so a na wode sɛ nnua so woprɛse a na ɛkɔ fam na wode bi aka ho saa na wasan prɛse saa kɔpem berɛ a wobɛhu sɛ edu bɛyɛ wo container no wokyɛ mmiɛnsa a edu baako na wode fɛnsɛn nso yi a yɛ maamo no ɛyɛ odwade a nsa ɛnan na wode aka ho wowie a wode poultry manure sɛde ɛkokɔ bi na kokɔ bi no sɛ wobɛnya a nka yɛ maame mo deɛ na ɔmo pra no wɔ fie no ɛno ɛna nka ɛyɛ fine paa deɛ ɔmo de nso gu na ɔmo afra no ɛno nso no wobɛfa sofi mmienu na wode fɛnsɛn egu wo container no mu afei wowie a deɛ aka ne nyinaa no wobɛhyɛ ne nsuo wohyɛ ne nsuo no a na wonunum a ɛnam sɛ kokɔ bi no wɔm no ɛbɔn paa nti no tan biara de etu po sɛ saa de no bɛyɛ a yɛn wɔ wefuo bɛn yɛn wɔ efie na yɛfɛn sɛ esan sɛ every 2 days biara no wakɔ nunum wonum a nka no bɛba paa nti woyɛ no wɔ fie a wo neighbors no ɔmo ani gye wo ho nti yɛ so yɛn wɔ efuo mu no nti woyɛ fɛn sɛ wode gum saa na ne na process na abɛ take 8 weeks na wɔte ɛwɔte na mbom sɛ ɛba ne sɛ wohia fertilizer enim yaya sɛ wobɛyi so a from na wɔtwe 9 no ɛyɛ boso baako no wobɛtumi asate ayi so ba ne naa no ɛbɛsi na wɔtwe nsia ba na wɔtwe nsia no na o fertilizer no ayɛ ready nti deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ na wɔtwe nsia no do a wobɛsɔne so woyiyi mfuo no a ɛwɔ wo container no mu nyinaa na aka nsuo mu nsuo no na ɛyɛ fertilizer na wosɔre so a wode bɛgu container ɛyɛ open bibi te sɛ tray ɛno nso so yɛka sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nkafe gu plastic bowl mu wode gu ma bɛsɛ bi na wɔte mmienu aka ho ɛno na ɛbɛyi nka no fim koraa no ɛna nka no ɛbɛbɛ mu sɛdeɛ kosi ɛkɔrɛte no ɛyɛ ahɔ no ɛbɛyɛ te sɛ wode wosa num a na sɛ wɔkɔ wosa ho a na wohia a ɛte sɛ woadi bofuro nkwan no saa nka no bibi bɛfɛ na ɛwɔ bɛbɛ mu na ɛsɛ ɛbɔn but ɛnyɛ offensive nti no yɛ fertilizer no na ɛwɔ hɔ saa no ano ɛden paa nti no wode kɔgu wo dɔba no so direct pɛ ɛbɛku no ɛbɛhye no straight away nti no yɛwɔ ɛkwan mmienu a yɛfa so ɛde egu yɛ dɔba no so ɛfa no sɛ woyɛ biribi te sɛ atɔsodeɛ deɛ bɔ different vegetables ne adeɛ na ɛno ratio no yɛ 1:4 ɛkyɛ sɛ wofa fertilizer no 1 gallon a wode nsuo 4 gallons ɛna ɛbɛfra asana wode ama wo nnɔbaeɛ no na ɛno nso no wode bɛgu aseɛ te sɛ deɛ woma wo nnɔbaeɛ no nsuo no ɛna woyɛ biribi te sɛ bonisi tree crops ɛne biribi te sɛ bɔɔdeɛ nɔɔma no ɛgye kakra ɛyɛ dua no a ɛno yɛbɛfra no 1:2 wofa fertilizer no 1 gallon a wode yɛfrɛ no nsuo no 2 gallons na ɛbɛfra na wode egu so afei nso mekyerɛ mu ɛwɔ borɔfo mu sɛ yɛatrae no as a foliar fertilizer yɛka sɛ foliar fertilizer no a ɛsɛ sɛ wobɛspray egu ahaban no so ɛnyɛ ade a wode bɛgu yɛfrɛ no sɛ ɛfam ahwea no
this is ɛgye mfudie a ɛno nso so ɛyɛ ahaban mfudie biribi saa
na ɛno no yɛate da ayɛ test ɛwɔ ɛmo ɛso yɛyɛ no ɛyɛ excellent because yɛyɛ no sɛ yɛyɛ mo no yɛtwa plot mmienu ɛna the same size baako no yɛ spray no fertilizer no bi baako nso yɛ spray no bi na egya ne nyinaa wɔ hɔ but at the end of the day no yɛ spray wɔ so no ɛyɛ green ɛna the spray bi wɔ so no ɛno yɛ yellowish green.
I see.
nti no wusu a wohu nsonsonoɛ no wohu nsonsonoɛ no paa.
I see.
yɛadesua no ha ɛna yɛde bɛsi nyame yɛ adom a next week yɛde biribi foforɔ ɛbɛsan aba.
Nice one. Nice one. Mesua nneɛma bebree, mesua nneɛma pii. I hope so. Also, mesua nneɛma saa bi. Na yo, yɛda CP yɛkɔ. Yɛda CP Roots man from Roots Organic Farms. Ɛna ɛnɛ ɔkyerɛ yɛn ɛne yɛn nanfofo yɛn nuanom akuafoɔ sɛnea yɛsi yɛ patrasa anaasɛ fertilizer a yɛde gu.
Maybe we will dwell on the activities at Roots Organic Farms.
Okay.
With another guest about the next week.
On the next episode, no, you share that a more extensive way on the activities of Roots Organic Farms. That way, we can also get newsroom the time to get graphics and footage. To me. Just like we are showing right now with the liquid fertilizer. No, into newsroom, please make sure that you work with Danfo, Rootsman, to get Kwafo Yonko to get footage for the next for the next episode of Livestream. Thank you very much, Paul, and we will see you, God willing, next week. Thank you. Radio culture. Okay, now with that, no, let's go straight because time is not on our side. Let's go straight for let's go and get our reports straight away. And whilst the reports are getting ready, no, why don't we go and continue enjoying a little bit of some Agbaja dancing?
Hey!
Them say we no go blow. Them say we no go far. Them say we no fi do what like the way they do. And I am and I am fair. I chat to some and I am there. But send and ya better. Yeah. Ya honing na. I feeling na. Ya honing na. I feeling na. What I am. No be say we no be this. Boom, tell me say ya honing na. I feeling na. Ya honing na. I feeling na. What I am. What I am. No be say we no be this. Yeah.
I'm from Freyo. Is Yano Mochi Giayo. I did Yenishi, Yahoma Brosata, we see you go beyond Slimpy and Impo. Last year, I'm daddy, James Cracker to watch it. If you ram my pressure, and a boy says, Remain so Joda Bunting. When they are more kind of mente, any man I make against when him start punching, now we're going to see a fairness. The
honing na, I feeling na, the honing na, I feeling na, what I am, no be say we no be this. Boom, tell me say ya honing na, ya feeling na, ya honing na, ya feeling na, what I am, no be say we no be this. Yeah.
I bet me home to me chini me gaga na ba. And then I'm in you with a full level go Joe baby I'm a penameda. Bill said they are saying thank you. I hear my tenas and I'm sorted. Oche me name is how we are okay. And our peas and after no go kenke. Oh yeah, 3 months no. A yam someone Kwana Munim Casa. Ushiamo Wabonte now be longer, bet you send me 3 bombs and shut up. You Buadia, yes, I'm Miss Ronipa. I didn't get a make casa. And then I'm through the woman more. Come sure this one must ask.
Bwana emwa nyase yesromo ya honing na ya feeling na ya honing na ya feeling na Bwana emwa you say yeah.
All right, and we are back right now. We're supposed to be bringing you the reports right now, but Newsroom is getting those reports ready for us. In the meantime, let's go straight for Arts and Kulcha.
I go. Amen. I go. Wait. Amen. So they walk when come I saw they walk when come
Pa-pa-da-pa-pow. And just like that, we are here with Showbiz, aka Arts and Culture. Synergy, what's up with the guest? We're supposed to speak with KPs. Oh yeah, Obi Obochene. Any idea? Last week we're supposed to speak with them, couldn't make it this week also. What's going on? Where's KPs?
I think with people like that, the availability on weekends, now a little bit challenging because now or tired anymore funerals and other.
Obochene will be by now. Okay.
That has
Yes, a bit meaning I pre-record at some point because really and truly, that's more of the type of arts and culture that we want to promote as radio culture, iCulture TV, right? Obviously, you can get the idea there, don't you? And yes, we like the Shattawalis and the Stone Boys and Bakunia friend is saying Bakunia and saying or Katru be sending wig say we your friend is saying
Kim Paluta.
Kim Paluta. Kamekese Patuski, Kim Paluta, and all the others. We love them. We want to promote that. But we also want to help unearth indigenous arts now. I'm on phone sheda huno. Enyom kro. Any idea? Until next week, remember our assignment. Me here enyom kro. And now say obia or anything traditional arts. No, you promise to get me that next week on arts and culture.
I think within this week we will try and have them on a pre-recorded format so we can have it on Sunday if possible. So
that would be nice.
It doesn't happen on Sunday.
But that is not to say interrupt with one castle plan our fact that for arts and culture, right? If you want to showcase any of the Palutes, of course, they are very welcome. Okay, now let's go. After Daddy Lumba, quick one. What do you have for us on arts and culture for today? Synergy, take it away.
Yeah. Well, nice one there, Russ. Today on entertainment or show-based update, we'll be doing more of this Dad Lumba, because that has been the main story. And now say the talk of town right now, of which many people will be interested in to listen to after the vigil night, how Anyama AC. But first of its kind, I would want us to watch this particular video as to he named this person as Charles Kojofosu as the name given to him by the father and as a parent, But most of us, the Tiani say your friend, Dad Lumba, where crying a dini free by, For the first time, let's go near Kotie, the Intiama, the name Dad Lumba, a buy.
'84. When I composed the song when I was in the school. You were not even born.
No, I was 2 years. At least I'm too everybody my age. You made me do.
I wrote a song for the freedom fighters in South Africa. Okay. And the title was Lumba, which is freedom. That's how I got the name. I did not decide to take the name, but it was given to me.
So people started calling you and you're like, okay, then let me just have it.
And I think the
Okay, now to some of us
Charlie, this is what legends are made of. Every day you hear something new. Every day you hear something completely new about this man here.
I think for this particular story, most of us will be brillianted that. Because it doesn't go in line with Charles Kojofosu baby. A nini dini mu tese. Okay, say we breaking it into syllables and now say shorten the crowd.
I thought, sir, initially, right, growing up, I thought, sir, now or tried to replicate the name Lumumba. Lumumba, right? But then I noticed, sir, on Shada ni Lumumba and Shada ni anything behind in common or yes or fadi in their tone. But I never gave it any thought. After watch ye mupa baby identity. But to share so it be free. Because he made a song for the freedom fighters in South Africa. I never even knew this.
Yes, 1984. And easy.
Social media, please make sure you put this out for people to know. I mean, make sure anybody be brainy. Tag as many people as possible. Let people know about this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Plus
Very
member culture.
Now with the next one on still that Lumba, we all know, that was yesterday was exactly 1 week. A lot of people went to the family to pay their respect, their last respect, tribute to the family, and also to give the respect to that Lumba that we all know, national asset, as some people describe him, and it's true. The legacy will forever live on as Ninyom Edaswa Bonteno. Now to the amazing part of it, as people went to the family, the Ekohu here was the former president, also gave us this particular explanation, and credit to that Lumba.
Say boy T Manson, Boking Bruce, Jerry Hansen, Charles Kojo Fuso, Daddy Lumba, or Kahubi Pa. Femi na Dama be about a show about someone. When you said, Queen be anywhere, the bitch me in the field. Who said, nothing was Mamuntiasia. Said, your mammy, so many papa. And he said, yes, yeah, near Bois, a bomb. It's me, Jan, quite for fair fellow. As a moose and make a hobby pa. Bia, say, Bia Moya. Bear me up as my family uncle. The bois will be Bia here. There was a Muslim Bible. As a moose said, Miss Me Nipa, Bia appear the social will be at Bia anywhere between I can say. Be a dasser. Why am I a soldier? In other corner, no junior Boamah, no, that's it. Before Baba Kiss, I do not try.
This is a moment. So,
Nanado Dankwa Akufado, Akasa ye pa. Say, Sadia way, Minister also money fans for it too much, but it was expected.
Yeah,
it was very much expected. Say, Obe Biena no, a show acknowledgement for Sanyum na that the Lumba Yeman, why dear pass or yes, I do.
Na you we know, or you we na dear, he's also see though, yeah. And respect to that, and it's true. Sanyomono made him popular. That is true. And respect to that, as you said, was to even show appreciation on that, it is something I was here, Ane, why are there? And the main say, was he one ye nipa, so be ya dear man, ya na fe. And he's to the family say, and she say ye beer or monfaning count. He's ready to support whatever beer a baby to the future. Bibia into young fan count. That Lumba there, not even that Lumba alone. For our legends, for people that they've paid way for people to enjoy something now. So I can't say for radio. Some people saw the vision years ago. And said no. And if you see people like that, and as I was say, we pay respect to them, it is due. Na a young so. And for a music legend or starting in your tour in Korabrim, as you said, and no one can say the name that Lumba or the year and freedom fighters in South Africa, a man, another title was Lumba. That time he was a student too, was no student, a young boy as such. I said, no need to me about being popular name, my neighbor. Within this week, BBC even did a documentary on him, but that documentary, we are only finding time. I said, a baby to me have that video. Now, I'm talking about it, but that Lumba legacy will still live on. Now, yesterday,
when get funny, so mommy, chime in real quick. Something very funny, not funny, instructive. This guy, there's some Nigerian guy whose video was trending on social media. We didn't even know Lumba Babi Jaiho. But there was this guy, Nigerian guy. He had a funny video about, or say, Nigerian artist, some food somewhere, then don't know what nyumbi power Ghana, and so na, you will blow your mind. And then he starts singing Therese in his own way and stuff like that.
Comedian,
What's that video, remember?
Yeah, he's a comedian. Yeah, but who's that video? No? Yeah.
And I saw this thing days before the Lumba.
That guy is
but I'm saying, look at the impact of what internationally, right? Love Lumba, hate Lumba, love his music, don't like his music. He is a legend that you cannot discount at all.
Yeah. Now, yesterday, we all know, some people are bashing creative arts. It wasn't necessary. Why the vigil night? They should have been something I would say Bushian in the planning. And as it stands now, we've not heard anything from the family. Yeah, 1 week on this particular date or the funeral on this particular date. But creative arts saw it say, oh yeah, that Lumba ayo moja pade and a bibia tono. Intino for those almost way industry number feel said that be. Let me also do something and do it on in Chima, any the industry I'm in. Said that they be a bashi the industry folks, say we are not supporting, Now, Vigil night happened yesterday. Let's go and have some feeling of what happened yesterday. You're going to hear videos in November.
Wave them. Let's wave it again. Let's wave it again. Let's wave it again. If you love that Lumba, yes, wave it for me. Hey, wave it for me. Sing along, sing along, sing everybody, along. Wave it for me. I told you no. Wave it for me. Okay. Yep. What?
Now, Ras, let me get straight to you. Watching this, just a scene, BC, how do you feel?
You see, this is what I said, though. This is what legends are made of. And Andy Dusty did a great job with that. Andy Dusty currently is not one of my favorite human beings, but you give the credit where it's due. He did a great job since Lumba Fimuno, helping to preserve his memory from a point of view I'm out for better trusty, if you know what I'm saying. Because when somebody like Lumba goes up, Obiabe can be ona meaning a cool school, meaning a totai, meaning a d kokonte, meaning a yes, meaning Obiabe can. But for somebody like Andy Dusty, onina yejuma from a creative area for a very long time, right? And he's a credible source of information. Okay. And it's not just information, also to help preserve his memory, And then he shows up at the video and he does a great job. If you ask me, from the videos I've seen, he hit home. It was a hit with what he did. Now, that said, my member issue, which has to do with the Ebusiani Aden. Ebusiano, you become ultra sensitive, you become, all of that. But I would say yesterday, I said that the Lumba, icon, beer, who Ebusiani, you cannot control how he is celebrated. Let's get that in our head. And not just that the Lumba's family, everybody. Beer, family member, beer, or in the spotlight, Kai say once I'm out for Begina to say, hey, Nipa we penasem no on 100% more diabio until they do something that defaces his memory. I don't think Sebusiano should be worried at all. Because their course, it's actually preserving his memory. It's enhancing his status. Rather than say Bianca Sebin Predas or Fimono, Nakamakoti say a Kubi Asori or Mosi the Luma Enyum Crano, Yembo, and I say, or the Kabi will be binti. Won't say something negative. But this is something that is enhancing the image of the Lumba worldwide. What I say? Now, Michelle video be na ebusia penny or sorry ebusia penny. And no can be or more can video na so much na video na money why na year massa. Let me tell you respectfully, you cannot stop anybody from holding a vigil for that Lumba. You can't.
Yes.
Nima me sabin prediasa, sabin prediasa. Nima mea or carry no 9 months no cannot stop anybody from holding a vigil for him. You can't. What I say? And you're respectful though, saying come approaching the family, nan komo organize no enya ne family crampo input nke very respectful nke ye. However, family no, you have to cede part of the Lumba for the public. Or a 70% modia or a 30% public media. Let the public have their say. Let them celebrate their icon. Let them do it. After all, they made him the Lumba. Sabin Prediasa. You want a chance could do for sooner not or yemubusu and nino. Sabi no be anymore. Nipa no man the be that the Lumba na or be larger than life. Or one esa hold this vigil na man no. Into family, no, please give us a break with that. Thank you very much, Synergy.
Yeah, in addition to what you've just said, I think, sir, no one can tell someone how to celebrate someone. Depend on how the person feel or the experience or how
basically, unless you are defaming the person, unless they are negative, maybe a family
but to show appreciation, to celebrate someone there. It's individual thing. What if this one crown? It is not a negative thing, but it is the industry appreciating the input, what he has done, the impact in the industry. No, but I don't think it goes beyond exactly. I don't think
we crampo you kind of saying 1 week celebration and bibiasa. It's a vigil.
Yes, this is just a vigil. Remembrance. I've seen some people bashing the creative art industry. You say they didn't give respect or whatever to their family. They should have waited for the family. But this thing, no.
It would have been nice. It would just have been nice. And Gideon Aikwe, I hear, is the chairman and as a president and I from of the creative arts agency or whatever. Next time, consider our culture small. Obitoa. The Bushman for them, we are very sensitive and we are very alert to whatever happens.
And I think with this, the family should even be happy for Ghana appreciating or more
Totally. Yeah. But the American is in future, no, you consider your culture and so kakra say the Lumba de example. In the future, no, kwako ye be beauty is a vigil. Just like we brought the children and the wife and all those to retribute, and taking a step further, and I can born a bush of one mania. And can say, hey, But all in all, I think that it was a beautiful event to remember an icon who it will take a very long time, if at all, for Ghana to forget. Now, in one thing, so GH News now, you publish a story. I hope that people can latch onto it and read it as well. It's say we learn something new every day. But a brand TV so or called the same school, or they call Germany, or in a for according to Nadanfono, according to man, or did not and he actually pointed to the songs, and I actually heard him mention Jabi Fosu in those three songs, right? Jabi Fosu say at the frontier that the Luma opti say obey surgery no Ghana, even though an anchor options and Quebec, Germany and other places acquire surgery, they say that the Lumba not on trust Emrofo.
Okay.
Another new one or www.ghnow.com. When your story no, and please share that story for me, please, Justice, and share that story, put it on TikTok, everything. Now I'm for any being kind or say not that the Luma and trust him Rofo, sir. Ain't you're born, no. Even though I'm called or what options and because Germany, the family was Germany. They show us our health coverage for Germany. Go back to me alcohol for so-called advanced healthcare, but also they be on trust him Rofonisa because of Menkani in Antrel, or see because of how Bob Marley Esiwuye intra. We see a every day that the Luma every day we learn something new. Jabbing for to say that the Luma catcher and say at the frontier or person or Tina Ghana. Na onyani surgery no Ghana instead so because Germany they say or share a choir Bob Marley fast who ye na on trusted Emrofo doctors they say or the name kwa ebe show munsem or trusted or professor or the best share ni nua bibi ninsem e Ghana hwa into choir surgery no some clinic be a hwana President Kufon, so this says so many different things to me. Say yanka said the young kwabesha yaye ni no munsem dia. Na facilities somebody ye dwuma o Germany ho no. Abanye mo no munsisi bi wo Ghana ha ya. Na sa de na wo yare na wo se utu kwane so ntwakra. Cause be producer Lumba cry de so wo ska o. Obetimi aye easily compare. Na kekoyo before France so what option? What option? Sen kekoyo before France. What option so because they be mempe bro ni be bibini. What the option? Right? But anyhow, that's another thing I mean. Back to you, Synergy. Then wrap it up.
Now, move on to the next video that happens to be Jabin Senior High, a whole another Lumba a year SHS, and they also paid respect to Alma Mater. Let's go.
Also known as Daddy Lumba, rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Wow.
What a white man would do near a crazy woman. I think Ghanaians, we've done enough. We've really shown respect to that Lumba. And I'm sure I say legends in Akano, whilst they are still living, watching videos like this, they will see, say, not just the music, but Ghanaians, what we love to see, is to be appreciated like this. And big ups to Obia, our contributor to that Lumba, the celebration and the remembrance, whatever impact it be. To the students, what I can say, and say, let's forget about the music, but it is something if you're a student, now it will definitely break your mind. They say, hey, sir, say, as soon as you have no school and we are singing about it. They said, yeah, money, if I can also be remembered the same way. And it's a plus. They've really done well. The authorities of that school, no matter what people say about it, Senka Ebia and Kwasebe and Kada Lumba Kwaya Cromfo, and then Naya Chin or Kwahubu no Kuna can be attributed to that school. No, I'm will be back as a man from a banco. By a nay, if someone has a chance to say, school near that Lumba school near, may be some of them a bakwa, and quad never call. Some of baby crying names say be cry on year school. Big ups to job in senior high. They've really done well.
All right, okay. Na newsroom pamucho se mo wo sa video of Lewin na mo fan to mamina yemfanya quick comment na yemfan wrap it up because may they connected to asema wo kan synergy that the Lumba a free moon na utia generally it's nothing but great stories about him. Yenim say yamamre mu no obi enim ho a yenkanichia semboni but generally no osha and some so obeti about nipa no senko nipa boni anka nipa be prefer some be come one or two rather than senko mobeka anything at all, right? And we hear a lot of commentary going on about him and everything, but me so they can be said Lumba is being celebrated like this not just because of his musical. Let's get that clear. Lumba is being celebrated like this also because of his personality. Mr. Dane.
Yes.
Mr. Lumba celebrating in Inabe Bresano and Nkwanta. Because me personally, I've said it before, I'm not a fan of Daddy Lumba's music. I admire his art, admire his creativity, but Saluma Njome Eboa, me sorry say hey, I'm concosta. However, my regard for him is over there. And to the point I'm making is it's not just his music, it's also his personality. Nipa be bringing Ishaya, they left with a positive impression. The indigenous wakache artists for an say Ujina stage na sa okachiro bi say ni wig mo bon na ni wig mo ye hwan. How are people going to see you when you are no more?
Yes.
How are people going to celebrate you when you are no more? Ujina stage so na so ujina oka so na ubutu fans. Newsroom, please get me that video quickly. I want us to wrap up with this and get up. Yes, but pause it for me. Pause it for me. But let me make this point first. Nipa na uko se uko market product to him on top wade no. And na usan butu ne sa no. Saying and na man for be kaiwo. Yenhwe video no and Synergy, I want your quick reaction and then they are sorry so. Newsroom, please. It's a very short video, so let's play it a few times so people can get it. Now, this is Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne, who says he's the best thing since sliced bread. He's the best thing to happen to Ghana since Tuozafi and jollof rice. But this is him, kicking, punching, all of that. Little background story. He's promoting his movie in which he pretends to be Captain Traore.
Yeah.
It'll win. So ube acting movie be say Captain Traore. You are miscast for that role. Let me start by telling you. Because Traore, and excuse me, I beg you, this is not even how I speak, but I'm also speaking as a creative person. Traore is a good-looking man. Uhuna, the first thing that strikes you is that he's a handsome person. And it's a movie about Traore. If not for your own self-aggrandizement, you should have cast somebody else for that role. Just my personal thought. But I'm a trained director, by the way, so don't take that lightly. I'm saying the casting was wrong. Apart from maybe a person or the aggrandizing who say, okay, I'm acting as this role, Captain Traore, whatever, put yourself in there. You should have cast somebody else because the looks does not tally with a Captain Traore. I'm just saying. Now, that said, no, let me also go on to what's happening over there. He's marketing a movie. Somebody jumps on his car, which the person shouldn't have done, really. And then he goes by kicking and punching and all of that. Synergy reacted quickly to it, and then I'll also bring in my reaction.
Well, this is going to be my reaction on the video we just watched concerning Lil Wayne, who happens to be, say, no and a resurrected Ghana movie, especially the Kumawood movie, and he claims to be the king, punching people here and there, throwing jabs to directors. Even saying, say, people are not supporting him. Getting to the point where exactly a week to the promotion or the premiering of this Captain Ibrahim Traore and the legend that Lumba he came out publicly bashing creative artists, say they are after him. They don't support his dream and they want to kill the dream and the money he has invested in that movie. And this Nanke Yamfa sa vigil night no amfa share 2nd August exactly the date or no na share. Forget
you said that.
One thing he forgot was it was just a coincidence that happened on the same 2nd August, which was Saturday, exactly a week that Lumba Wuye. And they did that just as a remembrance on the exact week that Lumba Wuye, but not to honor. But one thing is, you have your personal projects. Someone might also have what he also
exactly
interest.
This guy is so full of himself.
Interest is shouldn't be the reason why you see say that person is after you. Since when then they says will be any project all projects should shut down for that person to finish before other projects. No, that was wrong. Now to the own words saying say people are not supporting him. What is going to be the explanation to or find our draw now feel you know when he said this is when I have seen for the first time. I am finding my ways to get on the stage or the platform where he is. Na me hagen economy have the feeling say my solely win mu. And now you are kicking and blowing people because your fan is getting closer to you. This same fan, and I will say one supporter or no. Do you think if that person doesn't love the work you are doing and that person doesn't regard you in
the first place? Exactly. This is the same thing I was saying to King Paluta when he was insulting that lady. Nipa on pewasem on bao show in the first place.
But one thing
we turn the show now send it in at them.
One thing the creative arts the people we make them celebrities. They always forget is The people that make them, when they get to the top there, they want that people to be seen as they are not serious in life. They want that people to see, say, they are useless in life and they didn't make good time of their life. Stars over them. Don't forget, say,
right.
your product what you are known for, no. Say any pa when the purchase say, but you are catch almost say for your negative comment, you are not serious. For your positive comment, I give you thumbs up. But let's not forget, say negative and positive. Light definitely those words will come together, but it's up to you, the individual, to make good decision out of it. So when this is a no for someone you are claiming, say people are not supporting you, fine, fair enough. Let's give him benefit of all the doubt or whatever. Say it is not cool for that person to get on the car, no, because you might not know idea ne kurano. But for someone trying to push that person away for you, now wo as the star, no, but we are only protecting you because that is the work of a bodyguard. You don't go further to boot that person. You don't go further to blow that person. We've seen celebrities. Just recently, that was last month. Black Sheriff went on stage. The fan echo stage, so after it, fan no mistakenly a Black Sheriff and also Emma no paye. Maturity Emma Black Sheriff who said that person came on the stage because of him. And after everything, Oklini blood no show continues and he started everything. Or continue BBR. That is maturity. The same Kim Paluta and control himself over rater and ended up insults, But one thing you said about that Lumba is, aside what you are known for, that is the music or the movie, you have a certain profile, you have a certain personality that should sell you outside, that should be celebrated. Said there, wouldn't be and say wouldn't want us our product, you will say, this is the personality of that person. Now your personality is aside and to aside movie, people cannot get closer to you, they will be beaten. And that is what when you are gradually telling, which is no.
All right. Now, with that said, no, Moma yemfa onososone angle kakra. Okay, we want to be fair. First of all, please, newsroom mobile video near mommy so that I can make my point that people can ride along with me. This person, moyan share nipa no free see car from moyan share the actions ye pa. Newsroom, please put up the video. Okay, yan share nipa ni ye pa. Okay, what share the course now? He comes from behind him. Now, Ushe ni pa se grabi bibi. And I hear at that time, no, or Chiska. So it looks to me as if said the person jumped on the car with the intent of grabbing Sikane Krano Ninano. Na Odijani. Do you see that?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Shen closely, pa, Shen closely. The guy came from behind him and also I did him. There you go. Good work. Good job, newsroom. And I said, oh, JFD into a honor. And them say out of reflex.
Yes.
Out of reflex. And no the blow guy in this no. To be honest with you, me video no. Initially I was like, but this guy pa. Because let's kick back a little bit. This is the same le winner or the car echo bo bia echo ye and sembebre.
Yes.
That was low kakra. Because I said no cranny nyanti baby a see too much. We grab it in a quack revive this asem no. Meaning one can lie low kakra. But with all that said, no, na yem funny when he are ye and be an in tone chain. Ne who are seven previous and I'm not foreseeing the one or whatever. Ne hand time in the journey no. They are human traits. Yen funny in tone chain. They yen check closely what happened in this case. The guy came from behind him. Tried to grab the money that he was holding or to Chicheno. Reflex. I may have done the same thing, to be honest with you. Because Ebimpa one notice simple so yes how. Mikreska, me want to so be a
coming from behind.
Very likely say me swing at you.
Yes.
Very likely say I might follow it with a kick. Just like he did. On second thoughts, no, Mama mean play advocate Emma Lewin Kakra in this particular case. In this particular case, I don't blame him for how he reacted. Misheda, and I can of some way because Lewin is a person who needs to sit up, right? Punching your fans and all that is not acceptable. But this guy doesn't seem to be a fan. This guy seems to be there because we want to see a chichiska. And no, he's not satisfied with 10 Ghana, 20 Ghana, or 100, or 100, you can't say 1,000 Ghana, or penny in Adiako. And then Lewin rose up to the occasion and gave him a swipe and followed it with a cake. Quote me anywhere. I support Lewin on this one. That guy's an idiot.
I mean a little bit on this one.
Take advantage of him. And I hope I've been able to shed more light on what happened. No, Lewin may have acted out of impulse. And it is a positive impulse. Because my natural reaction would probably be even worse. Even though there's a bodyguard. Okay. Before the bodyguard shows up to do anything, no. Of course, you try to protect yourself first, won't you? Anyhow.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes, then sorry, so synergy.
Now, with this that you said, no, excellent. But let me go a little bit. Now, how this thing turns out to be very risky in terms of security. We've seen this countless times. People throwing money, non-forces or form near their day because baby Omodruno, they want the love and the fans to be around. Right. Them. But we are not looking at the security side of it. That guy jumping on the car behind you, no, nanka bibia betimi see hurting you or your cancer lewen. The same way, NSCana yani a 2 no. A betimi ama will be a war picking 5 CDs or 1 CD from the ground. A betimi will be a possible.
I think it's even an offense. So Ghana will say but in Nigeria, okay, recently, what's that guy's name? Bob Risky or some guy like that was jailed for that. Yes. Because Otonaira Eguye.
Now they've even banned mania, weddings near there.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 education for so they've banned it.
Yes.
But Ghana, I think the other time, Stonebwoy was asked the same question. Say, one do akwa bontia, aden want to sika, wabra ne rival AYBA. Aden as an insect thing. The same thing as Sakwa the Akabia channel. But this was Stonebwoy answer to that. Was say he doesn't throw money not because of say Woniska, but because or respected the fans that much say 1 quarter 5 cities, 1 quarter 10 cities. Na obi nkotomfa na yenko bonim prano. Na 5 cities na wako faninti. Yenfa nko hospital na nko spend more than that 5 cities na nko war peke.
It's even indignified. It's indignified. Say over 2 sikatos in the pankof enko fum en trebu yen treaty ni pasa sebe nkoko and ya 2 ebrogu horse or monkonko didi.
And with this, he can and you are destroying the nation's property, which is wrong. For the loss of the country, no, you don't throw money because the money is not for you. Even though you have it in your possession that time, but the money is not for you. Why do you throw money whilst you are doing promotion for your movie? Why don't you sell the product, which is the movie with the content you have, but you throw money for what? Wait, okay, no, and then woo, yeah, fine. Well, but the name and the tag will still be attributed to you for what you've done, even though say nipakwana they no yeah. So the main thing is of what sense and a contributed to throwing money for fans for them to get hurt, which is very wrong. But even though what the guy did was a nibre, so ubet me 2 milk through BT. No what shima dear no crani, no yin says a wishim crana. With the number of people around you, no, there is no way you can go away with that money.
May who video be of Shatawale in a similar situation? I said now he was on stage and then somebody tried to rip off his watch or something like that, and he kicked the person from stage. Yes. There's a similar thing like that, right? And people were lambasting him for and all of that. Nana, me show me watch and I said, oh right, I'll do something to protect myself.
And the chrono now, basically. But even with this, let me add this one now. Inclusive up on this particular story. Yesterday, a chance on some of the videos of Sikana and Watertono. Could you believe, sir? Some of the videos, Nibi, me share no. The money I know what to FWM was 1 CD, 1 CD, and 5 CDs.
Of course. Of course.
Into 1 CD. Into who 2 for you man crofo refer form say definitely some people get hurt. Why do we trigger certain cause here for the love people that have for us? There is no way Abeka say nipa no to scan manenfa. Nipa no do befa. One have a finish the what is an ebia na adwini wo. But the thing is, a dear na wo yes are your fans, and how do you see your fans? Are they say the dogs about to be a good form so once na? No, that shouldn't be the right thing to be done. Ghana, we need to amend and take certain things serious because Ebian for will be a my into your fan normal, but we are waiting for something serious to happen and sana ya take another second thought on that. Yeah, this is the time. Kojon Cancer Lewin reacted to that based on what the guy did, but the action that contributed to that and so there, no, we've been saying a lot of things about Kojon Cancer Lewin. Nisika to 2 or to go abonting. Say it looks as if say it has a little bit of spirituality in that. You keep on doing it. Say she ni more. There is no need for you to do that. Nipa no one kwa maho. No one kwa maho. Into your money now to go no will not change anything. And yes, sir, you will still have people they will come in a different shape. We say Wababe supporters, none attention is can Wababe Jeffrey with him. And that might put you in trouble. Because you Cancer Lewin. Simple advice to you. Stop doing that. And sana, the doomsday will happen to you.
Very wise words coming from the man Synergy. Now, and before we go, no, M said they will. I don't tell for reports number. Now, I think so. Me make him excuse a man. And he said, Yankasa Yenia, your producer, Justice Mafo, or two.
Oh yeah,
Now, now, JH stand for more contributed to population of the world, though.
I you are not more.
Yeah, so prepare. Yankupon si yangwoni shasa si soma. What you say? We actually obeying the laws, the edicts of the Most High. And you know, the thing in the say, and the intimian for reports number 1. Nina say yenya Justice Mafo or Tony Badin and ne. Newsroom come on the pictures nibia. Meaning someone on the pictures nibia and invites at least. Come off into so minor yemfa one shene ni monyam kakra. It's answer yina yenia jama yenia Justice Mafo or Tony Badin and Justice uya message akra no ni din ebreme. Say GH News now wababe kan ebusuane ho an wababe yeso yeba just like Synergy eba no eso ye nyina yeba no. Nti say ode ebi abeka ho amaye. Yo, yeah the best sorry so sisia Synergy. Last words before we go. Synergy. What's Minka? And what's going on there?
I'm back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
This Justice and Gloria invite you to the naming of their bouncing baby boy. Sunday, 3rd August 2025, 10 o'clock a.m. sharp. Heavenly Dwelling Chapel, Mampon. And as I made of course, so and Justice. Love you, Gloria. Baby, I'm will be Ishirani yesterday. The was say, he said, the Nipa Basa, so pressure never more, and I'm to never more. The SN said, the entire buyer, and Yanshira. And Fama when you were Busi and then again, Yankasa, very own Ankasa, that is Richard, you as ever. Tomorrow will be his birthday. God has been so good to Radio Culture over some years now. Yanti any negative news by news in our award. And someone is also celebrating his life. That will be tomorrow. Happy birthday in advance to Richard, aka Forever Young. Of course, young nature be permit to am forever young with ya. Nankopon na onno mu no nhyira baby a wo bia no adom ni nhyira and yes, ready from the team. Obia, happy birthday going out to you, ever, forever young.
Happy birthday in advance. Normally, I'm out for a happy belated, right? But today, I'm out happy birthday in advance. Yeah, producer extraordinaire. Yeah, technical, head of technical, I should say, head of production, Richard, aka Forever Young. Yamao Utrinkwa, Yamao Awoda Pansuso. Na yabompa say Awoda we a free honoma. The next time I bet you dimbio, NCP, you know. Na also Oba my news na synergy and justice edi kan ma yeni bi. Yeah, train yo.
And the rasta bohobi mame.
Ma bohwa ma eho aguno. Enso mesa bohobio. Ma boho sa eho aguno. Enso mesa bohobio. But meaning said there's some works going on in the back in especially the yenia kotono ho a ahwe say the train say bibia eye ready na ya san atwa yeni aba be ma no amo ene bibia yo
nice one.
Okay, nyamisha munyina yechia obia yebeda Ghana team nyina say Abdul nyamisha Richard nyamisha Rootsman Ati Yausafo and Synergy, of course. Gov't, please, let's hear about you. Gov't is still recovering from an accident he had earlier. Yeah, train set non snowbeton fully. Jackson, yeah, share set also so whatever is holding you, no, abeba to an end quickly, no about join the team, no. And everybody else, the Pamuchopi say me skipping with the afacheme, but time as well say sorry soon. Yebeda Obiase. Thank you very much for joining today's edition of the live stream. My name is Kwesi. A son, but as you know, I come in peace, I come not to please. And then I can say me the editorial Ebremo. And so I'm running tea. I'll actually bring you the editorial in the course of the week because I say my wahono, you be do next week no. Now sem no eninya kakra. And in the course of the week, expect the editorial as a standalone. Thank you very much once more. My name is Kwesi Son Bakon. I come in peace, I come not to please. Thank you to the team, and thank you also to all our guests. We'll see you next week, God willing. I want to say bye for now after this commercial break.
Since 1994, crafting natural products with organic shea butter and red palm oil. All products are available on
Blood of the slain will never be in vain. Never. No. I don't want to see no more people dying. Zayana Yahweh. Whoa. Zayana Yahweh. Whoa, Zayana way. Whoa, Zayana way. Yo, listen, man. My name is Ja, beloved. You can call me Kwesi back when the occasion calls for it. You are watching Arts Kulcha TV. Keep it locked. Arts Kulcha TV.